Well, good morning again, brothers and sisters of Grace Bible Chapel. Again, we're just going through the Great Commission this week, and we're going to look at the next phrase, and I'm going to keep it brief and simple this morning because this might be the most straightforward one of them all. And this is found again in Matthew chapter 28, and this is the beginning of verse 20. It says, teaching them to observe all that I have commanded you. And this is what it means to be a disciple. Yesterday we talked about being immersed or baptized, or that our life is to be surrounded by and infused by God Himself, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. And how that's in many ways can be very experiential, but just the part that it's everything that we have, every part of our life is His. It's all to be lived in Him, and again that can be very experiential. We speak. You have experiences in your life, and I'm sure many of you could think of them where you felt God's presence, or you felt like the Lord was leading you in a particular direction, or you're able to do something for Him in a particular way. Now here, Jesus says, it's not just about the experience, but you need to teach them that being a disciple is being a learner. There are things that Jesus commanded, and we need to know them. Oftentimes there's this false dichotomy that is set up, that either it's either devotion to Jesus or theology, that you could experience Him or you can read about Him, and these things aren't really, it's a false dichotomy. They're not different. It's not either or. It's that yes, we should live and experience Jesus, and yes, we should also be good theologians and learn about Him, to learn about who He is, to learn about what He commanded, and then to go and observe and obey the things that He commanded. And when Jesus really sums this up in such a good way, and when He asks His disciples, He says, if you love me, obey my commandments. What greater experience is there than love? Like to love another person. That speaks of the experience. To work for someone's good, to love someone. He says, well, if you love me, here's what you need to do. You need to obey my commandments. And so as disciples, we need to know what Jesus has commanded us to do. We need to be into our Bibles. We need to read. We need to learn. We need to listen to sermons. You need to study, because that's the only way that we're going to get to know what He's commanded us to do. So that's just what I want to leave you with this morning and challenge you with. This is nothing super profound here. To be a good Christian, boy, we've got to be into our Bibles, and we've got to be reading it, and we've got to be learning the things that Jesus has commanded us so that we can serve Him better. And that's really what it means to be a disciple. God bless, and have a good day.